Call of the Moon is today. Oh my god, I forgot. No, are they gonna... No. Oh my god. We have a boy. Okay. Hello, I'm Izu and welcome to another episode in my ordinary life of a werewolf series. I am here with Billie. Billie got invited to lunch at the Volkovs, and while Lily was preparing the lunch, she could sneak out the book that she had previously borrowed as well and couldn't really get all the information out of that she wanted to. I know I said that canonically they have found the cure, and that is still correct. I'm gonna say that this is like just her double checking the ingredients and how to do it, because while I was reading the book I actually found the cure in The Sims, like properly in The Sims. Now we canonically and also officially know the cure, which is obviously really great. So now I don't have to pretend it anymore. We can actually do the cure for real. I know I said we had it, but for real, we have it now for real. Okay, can you all find some kind of seats? Oh Jesus. Okay, this is terrible, but it is The Sims, so I can't really help this. I'm sorry, just like ignore that. Everyone's like... Anyways, we are having lunch with the Volkovs. I can't talk as Billie because I am in the Volkovs family, so we're gonna talk to Billie. And Billie's just expressing her gratefulness for the meal and how just like overall welcoming this family has been to her and just taking her in as one of their own and obviously as one of the pack, and she's very grateful for it. And Lily's kind of, as is like the rest of the group, they're all kind of confused why she's talking so, like, you know, when you start talking about some kind of grand grateful feelings or something like that, they're kind of confused and asking like, okay, why are you like, I'm grateful that you feel that way, but like, has something happened? Are you okay? And Billie is just saying that she has no idea what's going to happen next. Her mom is pregnant and they have decided to keep the baby, and because they not fear, but because they're kind of concerned about the situation with the baby and her mom being older and all that, they have decided to move back to the city and probably sell the house quicker than they anticipated, because they want to be close to like the hospital, close to all kinds of care and everything that they can get from the city. Obviously everyone's super surprised and they're congratulating her family and her mom like, wow, what a great surprise. It sounds incredible that you've got this little brother or sister coming, but what do you mean you're gonna be moving to the city? Like for real? And Billie's like, yeah, I mean, my mom and dad are a bit kind of protective over me, and even though I am a young adult now, I'm barely out of school, and they don't like the idea of me living here on my own without their kind of support, and thus they want me to come with them to the city. Please ignore that they keep like getting up and getting down and it's just like a nightmare. Anyways, she also says that the Page family have said that she can stay over with them, but you know, with her being a werewolf and all that, she doesn't feel like it's the right place to be. The city is neither, but she is kind of like, there's not many options for her. And then Jacob and Lily, they're just like looking at each other being like, oh, but why don't you just stay over here? We even have the little guest house at the edge of the property. You don't even need to go far. Just stay at the guest house and everything's good. And Billie's obviously like super taken by that, like, wow, are you serious? Like, I could actually stay over here. And both Christopher and Lily are like, of course, what do you mean? Like, you're basically part of the family already. Like, it would make perfect sense for you to stay with us. When are your parents moving? You can even like come over here tonight if you want to. And she's like, yeah, actually my parents will be moving tomorrow, so it would have to be like a quick move in. And they're like, for sure you can do that, like absolutely. And he's officially asking her to join the household, to be part of the pack for real. I know we are already a part of the pack, but still, like, for real, real. And we're gonna go ahead and move in. Now we're gonna be living in this house, which I'm not sure that Blair is very happy about. She's gonna go ahead and excuse herself and go journal because she's kind of feeling overwhelmed by this whole thing, and just this whole situation of Billie coming to live with them is kind of making her feel even more so like an outsider, like nobody really cares about her in this situation, nobody asks her. And Billie moving in here is making her feel like she's just being pushed out, like even more than before. Alright, I think now is a good time to go home and pack. I know she's part of this family, but she's gonna go ahead and pack her things. I think Jacob will come with her, and they're gonna go ahead and take everything she needs from her own house, and also obviously talk with her parents. She can't just like disappear into here without talking with her parents, so I'm gonna go ahead and travel to where she lives or used to live and talk to her parents, and I'm sure they'll be fine with this because they know the Volkovs pretty well at this point. They've seen how kind of opened arms they have taken Billie in, and I feel like they will feel trusting enough to leave Billie with them. It's a whole family of parents and siblings. So dad is at home. I think mom is at work because she's not here, but he is happy to see her, obviously. He asked how was the lunch. The lunch was excellent, but Billie is now excitedly telling him that, wait, is that mom? Oh yes, that is mom, definitely. Maybe Jacob can speak to mom while we talk with dad. And while they're also talking, both of them are explaining the situation. Both Billie and Jacob are explaining how she is more than welcome to continue living with the Volkovs, and she won't have to move to the city if she doesn't want to, and we already know she doesn't want to. And while they're not like over the moon about it, they do agree because they have said to her that that is okay, like it is a thing that they're comfortable with. I am so over these Sims not listening to me. I even have autonomy off, but nobody sits, nobody does anything. I am really, really sorry that this episode is like this, but I'm just gonna be honest, this is like painful to try to record. I've set him to sit on this chair like 3 times and he just won't sit. Every time I make him sit, he stands up, and I just cannot with it anymore. So I'm really sorry about this. If this is hard to kind of watch, it is hard to record as well. Okay, but the main thing is that the parents are okay with her staying with the Volkovs, and they are happy that she has found a way to remain here without being alone, like without just living in this house alone. And they have also contacted a real estate agent that will probably take over the selling of this house. So she should take everything that she needs from this house before they sell it. And I think now everything is packed. Okay. Let's go ahead and go back to the Volkov family, and this time it's gonna be an official invitation for dinner with Bako and Anya both, and we're gonna have a farewell dinner so that after that tomorrow they are free to go back to the city. Alright, it's very late, but don't you worry about that. We are finally at the Volkovs family home, and we're gonna have some dinner. I know it's almost 10 p.m, but this dinner is gonna be a late dinner now. These guys are really happy to meet each other again. They're kind of these like parent friends. Lily's obviously overjoyed that Anya's pregnant. pregnant is fantastic news. She's congratulating her and she's super excited. And Anya is sharing that excitement, of course. And Christopher and Bako are also talking. So maybe we go ahead and switch over and have the party over here. Alright, they are finally having the dinner and everything is tasteful, everything is good. Anya and Bako are really happy that Billie is able to stay with the Volkovs. They feel that they can trust this family. Obviously, they don't know that they're werewolves. They have no idea about this. So, you know, there are some things that remain a secret, but they don't need to know about that. Although it might be that Call of the Moon is today. Oh my god, I forgot. No! I forgot about... No, are they gonna... No, 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 no. Oh my god. I can't. Okay, what is going to happen right now? And I need to pause because too many things are happening at once. Anya realizes that she is going into labor. Her water broke all over the floor, all over the chair, and they have to rush into the hospital. And as you can see, they are running out of the door. They thank the Volkovs for their hospitality, but they need to zip out as fast as possible, which means that their backs are turned when Jacob turns into a werewolf. Billie is also turning into a werewolf, I believe, and so is Lily. They're all just completely losing it, except for Christopher, because Christopher is completely fine. No, don't you go into the house. Okay. Bako is way too busy having a parental panic about this whole baby situation to notice anything. So we're gonna go to the hospital. Obviously, I can't have the baby in this family because otherwise the baby will be stuck in this family. Also, I love that Christopher's just hanging out in there. They are gonna go live in the city and now they're going into the hospital, but they're gonna go stay at their old house as well, because they did, as you might remember from the very first episode, they kept their apartment in San Myshuno. So they never sold their apartment and thus they can now just go back to their previous apartment. So here we are in the hospital. She is checking in and he is panicking as always. Go ahead and join your wife. Yeah, she really needs to get this baby out of her. I think she really needs to pee as well. Oh my god. Are we gonna have this baby or not? I feel like this is quite cruel that you just... I don't even know what... Oh my god, look at poor thing just peeing all... Or maybe that's her water breaking. Maybe it didn't stop. Maybe it was just... It kept gushing and gushing and like she couldn't... she couldn't help that. Okay, we are finally in a hospital gown. Bako is present for the first time. I have a father that's present during the labor. I am very pleased, even if he is panicking a little bit. I love it that he just keeps panicking and panicking. Oh my god, look at him. But we have a boy! Okay, so we have a little boy. I don't know where this name is from, but I really like the name Lonnie. I've never heard of it before. And I feel like it's a very, to me, because I have never heard it before, it feels like a very neutral name, like gender neutral. I'm gonna call the baby Lonnie. Baby Lonnie! And she's cheerful. She discovered that she's cheerful now that she had another baby. That is very cute. Baby Lonnie has been born. Okay. Oh my god. He's just like running back home. Part panicking, part excited to meet the new baby. Oh, that is very cute. And there we go. We have baby Lonnie in the house, everybody. He's kind of cute. I love the little monkey jammies that he's got on. okay, I'm gonna leave these guys here. We're no longer playing with these guys. And I'm gonna hop over to the Volkovs family, where everyone's going nuts and turning into werewolves. Meanwhile, the werewolves are all rampaging around in the night of Moonwood Mill. Ronan has discovered from searching in the web that the only time that these moon petals are visible and are able to being picked is on a full moon. And obviously he knows that full moon is whenever Billie is going around rampaging in the night, and she's definitely not able to do anything currently. He has decided to help her and come here to pick the moon petals, and so he has now 3 of them, and he's able to give them to Billie next time they see, so that they can actually go ahead and go through with the cure. And he is very happy about what he found. He found them easily. They were on top of this mountain. Obviously, he needed to climb over on top of this little rock in this area. However, he has found them and also is enjoying the moon and the stars in the sky, which is very cute. Look at him, and he's with looking eyes. Why is he? I don't know why his eyes look so glowy, but he's just happy to enjoy the view and being happy with himself, really, that he found the moon petals. Now that we've got the moon petals, we can finally go back home and go to sleep because it's very late and I believe he has work tomorrow. Alright, we're back at the Volkovs family house now. We have werewolves up and down the street, everyone running around everywhere, and ooh, okay, it didn't last too long, like a few hours, because already they're all done. Oh, okay, that was very good. They've regained control quite fast. And if you can tell, some of them have remained in human form. Blair is sitting with Christopher. I feel like Christopher doesn't turn into a werewolf to try and make Blair feel more included and not like an outcast in this family. I feel like Christopher is the only one who's even like trying to understand Blair, even though he's definitely disappointed that Blair is unable to turn and isn't like what they would say a proper werewolf. He definitely tries to include her and be there for her whenever these like harder times happen. Every full moon is quite difficult for Blair, as she is the only one who isn't able to turn into a werewolf. And so at least she has her father to kind of be there for her whenever that happens, and whenever the others are like going around in werewolf form, feeling the pull of the moon, doing all the werewolfy things that they were born to do, and she just can't. And now we can go ahead and go to sleep in our new room, in the little shed situation that the Volkovs have on their lot. I think this is supposed to be like a little house that you have for the werewolves whenever they rampage. I think that's what it's supposed to be, but they're all werewolves, so it doesn't really matter. I'm glad they have this little house on their property, and that means that we can stay here, which has made Billie so freaking happy because she really did not want to go into the city, which I understand completely. I feel like Blair would be writing in her journal every evening. I think she processes her emotions and thoughts better when she's writing them. I feel like this whole situation kind of spoiled her plans a little bit, because her whole idea of helping Billie with the cure would be to make her disappear from her life. Like, she doesn't have anything against Billie, like, specifically. It's just that what she represents and has kind of quote-unquote taken from her. So she hates her in the sense because she has taken kind of over the family. Lily loves Billie and has taken her into the family with open arms, and so has Christopher. And Jacob is all about Billie. He has a huge crush on her and really enjoys her company. So Blair kind of feels like nobody remembers that she exists, and especially because she is unable to turn into a werewolf and will forever be kind of different from everybody else. I feel like everything is going wrong with her life currently. Billie is coming to live with them. She couldn't turn into a werewolf even though she really thought that she could. She thought that she could fix the situation that was quote-unquote broken in her opinion, and she just can't fix anything. She feels like everything is broken and she can't fix anything. And so the only thing that she has left is the cure, which we know how to make. And Billie has now learned that we need some moon petals, we need wolfsbane, and we need to craft that into a cure. So maybe tomorrow Blair and Jacob can help Billie gather a little bit more of the wolfsbane and help her out with the cure, because that's the only thing left for Blair. If they can cure Billie and she'll become a normal human being, a regular ordinary human being, there's no reason for her family to keep her around. And that will be her next plan C, I guess, because she's gone through many plan A's and many plan B's at this point. I'm gonna end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, I apologize that the Sims are really buggy currently. I tried to fix my game, I tried to make it better, but there's just nothing I can do currently. The simulation lag is really apparent in my game currently. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this a thumbs up. And if you're still watching and have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and join our little family here. I also want to talk about something personal. I also realized recently that I need to kind of take a step back and come out of my head with this series specifically, because this series, I want to achieve so much with it. Like, I have so many things that I want to do in the game, and that not being possible, and I kind of have an idea how I want to tell the story, and the Sims not behaving and not making it possible has been really difficult to deal with. And because I have such high expectations for my own self, like how I do these episodes just for myself, it's getting to the point where this series is no longer fun for me. It's creating actual anxiety to film these, because I want them to go how I imagine them, and when they don't, I get so upset, and it's just not a good and healthy approach into content creation. And this is just my honest thoughts. Since this is not like a high profile series anyways, I don't get thousands and thousands of views anyways, I need to kind of let go of some of the control and just accept that Sims doesn't behave how I want it to. Since this is not a machinima series, I need to keep in mind that it needs to be fun for me as well. So even if it's hard for me, I try to kind of just roll with the punches and just roll with whatever Sims throws at me, and kind of try to narrate at the same time, even if it's not exactly how I wanted it to be. I hope that's okay with you guys, but it's really the only way I can continue the series. We're so close to the end. I really want to tell the story, and I love these Sims, but it's just the game is not very forgiving when you want to actually create some kind of story. Thank you so much for anybody who listened to this far. You are truly appreciated. Have a lovely day or night and week or weekend whenever you're watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!